right behind us right here, we have a couple of Madison police officers right here, kind of just on standby right here at the intersection. Just kind of like on standby. Once again, this is just a small portion of what we saw from what we saw earlier today. I mean, earlier, maybe in the last hour. In the last hour, let me just say, we saw Madison police officers in every corner of this intersection, as well as more demonstrators that were out here protesting. Things were very, pretty much getting very tense as we speak. Right now, things have pretty much right now calmed down, but you could still kind of feel the tension in the air right now as things are kind of picking up as it starts getting a little bit later on in the evening. But pretty much this is what we're seeing right now, at least from when we got here and things started escalating. We were able to at least witness at least 3 people that were arrested. And once again, I'm gonna just have you guys kind of hear what they're saying right now. So you guys can kind of just hear. And these honks that you guys are hearing, we have been seeing them at least for the last hour that we have been out here. A lot of people also chanting Corey Ruiz's name out here during the time. And right across the street, if you guys can see right there on the floor, you guys still see the area where the memorial was made. That wasn't here earlier, but those were just those flowers that you see right there were placed maybe in the last 30 minutes from folks that are out here. And if you guys can see right on the side of this building, you guys can still see a banner right there. And again, like there's a lot of other, memorabilia there that was left in memory of Ruiz as well from demonstrators that are out here. But pretty much this is what we're seeing at this time. Right now, things seem to have calmed down compared to what we were seeing about 30 minutes ago when things were escalating and a couple of arguments were kind of starting up between demonstrators and police officers. But at this time, this is what we're this is what pretty much what we're observing out here. Ted, do you have any questions that you or anything that you may want to point out to me maybe I'm not seeing?
I sure do. I hope that you can hear me. I'm going to give you time. We have what's called a mix minus issue, so you're hearing yourself, and I hope you can hear me okay right now. I'm going to let her put her earpiece in. What's happening is she is experiencing what we call mix minus.
More people getting.
Can you hear me now, April?
Yes, I can.
Okay. It's hard with the noise, I know, and the shouting. Do we know who organized this? Or was this just sort of impromptu and has grown in the last couple hours? It doesn't seem like police are doing anything to keep these people back because all they're really doing is making noise. So I don't see a need to stop them from doing that. But cops, as we've seen, are kind of just hanging back, and some are just literally leaning against the wall there. Are they just letting this play out, or what's their strategy?
Yes, look, right now we have some of them kind of walking across the street.
I spoke too soon.
I'm trying to see what's happening at this time right now. Yeah. We have a group right there kind of going ahead.
Yeah, we're going to stay on this.
And yes.
Have Johnny stay on this if you can, as we got a group of 4 officers.
Yes, we're following them right here.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're speaking to that demonstrator. That demonstrator has been out here for the last hour.
And he's the one with the bullhorn. He's the gentleman with the bullhorn right there?
Yes.
Are they holding signs that are encouraging people to honk?
No, they actually aren't. The only signs that I see out here are the ones that read justice for Corey Ruiz.
Right.
I think it's just people that are passing by and they see the group of folks out here that they feel the motivation, I guess, to just honk, because that's pretty much what we have been seeing right here.
And it seems to be a peaceful discussion. I don't know if they're saying, hey, you can't go in the roadway like you've been doing, or you got to cool it with the bullhorns, but I don't know what's happening there for sure in terms of what this conversation is about. I just saw our Bria Jones, who you're going to see if we follow the police officers back. She's on the corner that they are approaching right now. What are they yelling, April? Can you hear?
trying to pick up right now.
All right, there's our photographer, Eddie with Bria Jones.
We apologize for any of the profanity you guys are hearing right now. Again, we got a honker out here. And we have police kind of coming back to their original spot, which is at the corner that we're at right now.
Gotcha. Hey, Brielle, I'm wondering if you could do me a favor and signal
Yes.
Bria to come over because she was closer to that conversation, and I'm wondering if she can give us some details about what she may have heard. I know she's across the street there.
Yes. Oh, I got her attention, yes.
Okay. We're going to try to listen, and again, there might be profanities here, and we apologize for that.
Okay.
Bria, how are protesters reacting to your presence there?
Right here, for the most part, I feel like they have been respectful. I haven't felt a sense of threat towards us, at least Johnny and I, which is our photographer that's on site right here. But I can't speak on behalf of everyone else. But for the most part, they haven't been threatening or violent towards us out here. They're kind of letting us record and do our job out here.
And April, have they said what they want to accomplish from this particular gathering? I know in the general sense, they say they want justice, they want accountability. We understand that. What is the point of tonight's gathering at this moment?
Can you repeat that again? I'm so
Sure,
sorry.
of course.
I couldn't really hear.
Yeah. I understand what all the protests have been for, but this gathering right here, right now, what are they hoping to accomplish? Do they have a goal in mind for this gathering and standing on all four corners here? Has anyone expressed what this particular goal of this particular protest is?
A lot of the people that are here, that at least from what I was able to hear, was either they're upset about the people that were arrested from last night and even just right now, that happened like just recently, and also still in protest regarding what happened to Reese out here. So it's a mixture of those two things.
Gotcha.
That at least I was able to pick up from folks.
Could you have your photojournalist sort of
and we
give
have
us...
Bria out here too.
Oh, Bria's with you? Bria can't hear me though.
Yes, she's...
If you could just please have Johnny do a swing around.
Yes, I'm talking to our producer and to you as well, Ted. I'm talking to you and Jennifer. I can hear the both of you.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Bria, let me ask you those.
But I am on a different camera, and so I'm experiencing some mixed minus. If you will want to take me with my photographer, Eddie.
We're going to try to do that. But as I do that, I'll ask you a
Yes.
question first, and then you can take your earpiece out and
Yes,
answer.
Ted.
What did those four officers who crossed the street toward you and then crossed the street toward the group we're looking at now in front of Cha-Cha there, what did they say? What was their purpose for going over there?
They were telling me that as I was kind of listening in from across the street, they were really motioning for him to not block this intersection. And so that honestly is what they have been calling for. That is what has been important to the city of Madison, to the mayor. That was what they were calling for. That is the point of them removing this encampment, is so that they can maintain this intersection. And so they want all four crosswalks here to remain open, to remain clear. They want the traffic to be open as well, and they want people to be able to come and visit some of these businesses. And so at this point, this is my second day out here. Some more of the stores are open, but you mentioned Cha-Cha's. I did stop over there, and I talked to one of the people working inside, and he actually told me that he was a witness to the shooting, and he said he was overwhelmed. He declined to do an interview just because he said he just had so much going on, which I understood. but he's actually been really supportive of the protesters, which is why I feel like they've more so, obviously because Corey was shot and killed where the circle is, the flowers now, but he has been, from my understanding, leaving out an extension cord, letting maybe some of them use the bathroom. He even has flyers on his door that say justice for Corey Ruiz, and some of the other businesses in this area do as well, the ones that are even closed. And I probably walked the block twice, going to about 10 businesses. Even the St. Vinny's thrift store, they have posters printed with their letterhead that say justice for Corey Ruiz. And so a lot of these businesses are showing support, but I did have a chance to have a conversation with some who are also frustrated by this situation, because at the end of the day, they're not getting as much business as they would. Some of them have been getting online orders, but some of them have had to close their doors completely, Ted. Ted, are you still with us?
Bria, I'm so sorry. Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to stay with this camera, or?
Yeah, I think I'm going to
This
put
is
you.
a Grills camera.
I'm going to stay with that. Stay with the camera you're on for now until we can establish that connection with you. I know you're having some audio issues. What's the plan, though? What's the plan for tonight? Has anyone said? Is there anyone organizing this?
I've asked about 5 different people who the organizer is. I have not gotten a clear answer. From my understanding, from everyone that I have talked to, these are really people just from the community that have come together with the common goal of being upset over the police death of Corey Ruiz. And so that police shooting has now brought these people together. Some of these people don't know each other. Some of these people are familiar with each other. Some of these people were at a different demonstration where they were kind of coming together, trying to release people.
Gotcha.
They wanted to come together. There was a demonstration outside of the jail where they were trying to release people, raise money to release people from jail, people of color specifically. And so that was what they were wanting to do. Our Andrew Muzu asked them if there was any sort of requirements or if there were some sort of stipulations, but they said no. If you were a black person in jail, they were fundraising to get you released. And some of those people we know were some of those who were a part of this protest, but the others we have no idea. But that is probably the only clear answer that I got from some of the people here. They left that demonstration to come here. And that was maybe around 5:30 or so when I was live in Fox 6 News at 5. And so now this group is really only growing. Some of these people are kind of onlookers, but then every once in a while, Eddie, maybe man this other camera for a while if you can, until we figure the situation out. So this woman here placing flowers.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yes. So this woman here placing flowers. This is just kind of what we're seeing. This circle here in the ground, this is where Corey Ruiz was shot and killed. And so this is what is special to them in this moment. And so we're not sure exactly what's bringing all of these people together, but we know that the core of this issue is that they want justice for Corey Ruiz, and at least all the signage here says arrest the cop killers, and so the killer cops rather. And so that is what we're seeing here. The signs that say arrest killer cops, the signs that say we want justice for Corey Ruiz, and the signs that say arrest them. The signs that say white silence is violence. And so I even showed you guys a sign earlier that said this is a space where we grieve. And so the grief looks different for so many different people. At some moments it's cheering. This is the same group of people that were, maybe 30 minutes ago were shouting and yelling at police. And so we're really seeing a mixture of emotions here as they live their grief out loud, so to speak.
Right, understood. And in a weird way, this is sort of a win-win for both protesters who are clearly getting their message out, clearly getting the media attention they want, and also for police because this has remained peaceful, loud, but peaceful.
Yes, if we can show Eddie, kind of maybe pan over, maybe just get off the sticks here for us, get a little mobile. I know we can't do too much because you have another thing attached to you, but these are the officers that are here. And so the officers have really kind of taken a different stance, and they are taking a step back. They are now kind of hunkering down here near this Crystal Corner bar. But Eddie, pan up. I want to show the marquee there, as I was saying earlier. The different businesses here, while they may be closed in some way, they are showing support here. And so that is really what we have been seeing, a mixture of people showing support in different ways, whether it's a business. Some of the businesses, while they didn't want to go on camera, while they are hurting and suffering the loss of customers, they have a GoFundMe posted inside of the business asking people to donate to Coy Ruiz's family. 2 mounted officers coming in on horses, and I know that last night that situation escalated. I heard that there was some tensions, maybe water bottles or even fireworks, maybe kind of blasted at the mounted officers. And so we're just hoping that we don't see a repeat of anything like that happening here tonight. But the crowd here significantly smaller than what we saw and experienced yesterday.
Has there been interaction between any members of these groups? Is there any dialogue? Is anyone just trying to have a conversation, or do you think police have been told don't engage, don't even have a conversation? I'm just wondering about the dynamic because the police are there, just sort of leaning against the wall, and the protesters there. Is
you know, at some points.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have seen conversation. During our 6 o'clock, I actually put a microphone to an officer who, it says he is a neighborhood officer. He does community policing. He offered to have conversation and coffee with some of the protesters. And so that was the conversation that they were having. Obviously, coffee to them is means to an end when you're by a police officer. So I think for them that was not welcoming. That was not something that they wanted to hear. That was not a conversation that they were ready and willing to have at that time. But the officer did extend the invitation to come and have conversation and coffee, which is really what I'm hoping at some point happens. There are more officers coming in now, Ted. They're turning left here, and they're crossing the crosswalk away from the protesters, but we are seeing some of those officers come back, and they are kind of building up their position on this side of the street. And so they are away from the protesters. All the protesters are on this one corner, but now we have at least 4 mounted patrol officers.
And do you know why there are?
Maybe
because when
2 dozen.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. When we came to us, you at 6:30 came to Abril, they seemed to be on all 4 corners. Was it a conscious decision by protesters to gather in that one corner, or did police say, all of you over there?
Ted, I think that they have discovered that once you place the officers and the protesters together, then there will be clashing. At the start of the 6 o'clock show, there was an officer, several officers were face to face with the protesters, lined up on that corner. And from there, I don't know even how this happened. There was some sort of scuffle involving a police officer and the protesters. A woman ended up on the ground. She was handcuffed and taken away.
Gotcha.
I no longer see that woman here on the scene. And so I think they have discovered that unless they ultimately just need to have contact, it is best that they maintain their positioning away, which is what we heard during the press conference. As the police chief said, my officers have experienced the worst. The protesters at some points are sometimes just picking fights. And so I think to avoid those fights, when what appears to be a lose-lose scenario, they're just choosing to back off.
So they're gathering on one corner, letting them do their thing, bullhorns, yelling Okay, got you there, Bria. Thank you for that. It's just so interesting, Bria, because when you joined us at 5, that looked like the quietest corner in all of Madison, and now things have clearly changed in, less than 2 hours to where it is now, but still peaceful. I need to point out, it may be loud, but it is peaceful, correct?
At this point, it is peaceful.
And we hope it stays that way.
I can say that.
Okay. All right, Bria Jones, Abril Preciado, thank you very much for that. That has been our special coverage here of the situation in Madison. Certainly a lot less than it was yesterday, a lot less confrontational, but protesters still there making their points. We'll stay there tonight to see Abril is there now. Check in with us on Fox 6 News at 9 and 10. Thanks for being with us here on Fox News.